Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to our channel, the Eaton Squad. So in today's video is about the recent press release from the Bureau of Immigration. Details coming right up. So this is actually a follow-up video about entry exemption document that the Philippine government is requiring to all those 9A visa holders and SRRV visa holders that they are not allowed to enter the Philippines unless their visas are valid and existing upon entry, along with the entry exemption document that is issued by the Department of Foreign Affairs. So the Bureau of Immigration has just posted yesterday about this document to those aliens with old unused entry exemption document that they can still use it on or before May 31st of 2021. So let's go over the details of this press release from the Bureau of Immigration. Aliens with old unused entry exemptions document considered expired starting June 1st, Bureau of Immigration. PASAY, Philippines, the Bureau of Immigration announced that starting June 1, it will no longer allow the entry of foreign nationals who present entry exemption documents or EEDs issued by Department of Foreign Affairs or DFA before February 8 this year. Morente said the Bureau of Immigration will implement the said travel guidelines pursuant to a communication received from the DFA. We were informed by the DFA that entry exemption documents now have a validity of 90 days from the date of issuance, said Morente. As an effect, we were informed that all issued before February 8 are deemed expired by June 1st, he added. Thus, aliens who are still holding said EEDs that remain unused must enter the country on or before May 31st. So I know there are some foreign nationals who have acquired or who have secured the entry exemption documents before the travel restriction was posted last February. So to those foreigners who have not used their entry exemption documents are still considered and will be allowed entry into the Philippines on or before May 31st of 2021, because now they will be implementing the 90 days duration from the date of the issuance of the entry exemption document. So please take note of those, especially to all 9A visa holders and SRRV visa holders. You will only be allowed entry into the Philippines if you have the entry exemption document that is issued by the Department of Foreign Affairs. Meanwhile, Attorney Carlos Capulong, Bureau of Immigration Port Operations Division Chief, disclosed that entry exemptions issued by the National Task Force Against COVID-19 or NTF during the travel ban from March 22 to April 30 may still be used until May 31st. He said the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases or IATF, in a resolution passed on earlier this month, ruled that the entry exemption issued by the NTF shall be recognized as valid until May 31st. Capulong reiterated that in compliance with the IATF resolution, all 9A visa holders as well as Special Resident Retirees Visa or SRRV holders are required to secure entry exemptions from the DFA to be allowed entry into the Philippines. So please be guided to this press release from the Bureau of Immigration, especially to all 9A visa holders and SRRV visa holders. I know some of you have secured the entry exemption document before the travel ban that was imposed last March 22 until April 30, now you can still use the entry exemption document that were issued to you before February 8, that you can still use it on or before May 31st. I repeat that the entry exemption document now has an expiration date. The duration is 90 days upon the issuance of the said document. So please take note of that. This is the new announcement from the Bureau of Immigration. So 9A visa is issued to the immediate family of a Filipino national. This is for spouses, children, and parents of a Filipino national. So the entry exemption document applies to all those foreigners who are traveling alone to the Philippines without the Filipino spouse or without the Filipino wife. Because if you are traveling with a Filipino national or the former Filipino national as a foreign spouse, you don't need to secure a 9A visa anymore because you will be covered under the Balikbayan Privileges Program. But if you are traveling alone to the Philippines because your wife and your kids are already in the country and you are flying alone, you need to secure a 9A visa for that as well as the entry exemption document because you will be denied entry if you don't have any of both. So 9A visa plus the entry exemption document. It can't be just the 9A visa alone. You have to have the entry exemption document that you will have to apply or request from the Department of Foreign Affairs or the Philippine Post Abroad. So please be guided of this new announcement from the Bureau of Immigration. I know a lot of you had asked me how to secure the DFA entry exemption document. I have already made a video of that actually, but I plan on calling the Department of Foreign Affairs if they have a new updated requirements for the entry exemption document, because the last email that I got from them, it's a bit confusing. The requirements are very hard to get and all that stuff. But I plan on calling them and get the most updated requirements for the entry exemption document, and we'll make a video of that again to all our foreign nationals who are flying to the Philippines with 9A visa and the SRRV visa holders that needs the entry exemption document. So please watch out for that video as long as I can confirm with the DFA if they have a new requirement. I will post it in our community if there are any new changes on the requirements. But if the requirement stays as is from what I have received 2 months ago, I will still update you guys in our community. So please keep an eye on that. So heads up to all 9A visa holders and SRRV visa holders, if you guys have old and unused entry exemption document that you are still considered to enter the Philippines on or before May 31st. So to those who are planning to go to the Philippines on that day, on or before that date, you can still enter by using your old and unused entry exemption document. But to those who haven't had the entry exemption document and traveling alone because their families are already in the Philippines, you need to secure a 9A visa from any of the Philippine consulate abroad. Actually, you have to apply for a 9A visa where your jurisdiction is, plus the entry exemption document that is required by the Philippine government. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family whom you know that can use this video as reference. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We do travel updates, and if you are not a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will be notified on updates like this. And to our subscribers and new subscribers, thank you so much for the continued support and trust to our channel, the Eaton Squad. I hope to see you guys in our next travel update. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone. Bye.